Hello, did your fear of driving start soon after you'd been on a roller coaster? Have you only maybe just seen this title of this video and thought, hey, hold on, thinking about it, my driving anxiety started just after that theme park ride and it feels just the same? Well, if that's the case, keep watching this video because I'm going to explain why there's this strange link between theme parks and driving anxiety. My name's Paul and I work online with people all over the world to help them overcome their fear of driving. And a really common thing I noticed at the start of my career doing this was how many people said to me, you know what, it's funny, I went on a roller coaster just before it started and it feels the same, the way you feel when you're going flying down a steep hill on a roller coaster and you go around a bend. That's how I feel when I drive my car. So is there any link to the roller coaster or not? Well, sometimes there can be, and often there isn't. As I always say, driving anxiety has nothing to do with driving, so people naturally look for some kind of reason as to why they've got it. And you're on the right track there, because when you find the reason you've got it, then it will go. However, it's nowhere near as simple as people think. It isn't just a case of, oh, it feels like when I'm on a roller coaster. Oh yeah, it started the day after I went on a roller coaster. Oh, it's gone, I can drive. It's far, far more complicated than that. Please understand, when I make these videos, I have to make it as simple as I can to understand what's actually happening in your mind. It's far more complicated than that. So, is there any link to the roller coasters or not? Well, I'll tell you about a case I had once where there was. This was a case where I worked with someone and he simply couldn't understand why he had this fear of driving. And he came up with this thing about how it's like when I went on a roller coaster once, and it turned out it was some kind of dare where his friends had dared him. We bet you're not tough enough to go on this roller coaster, and he really, really didn't want to do it. And he forced himself to, and he felt terrible, and that gave him a fear of driving. If you want to know how that works, check out my other videos. I've got over 100 now on driving anxiety. But that can be how it starts, but often that isn't the case. And please understand, it's different for everyone. There isn't just one universal reason why everyone gets driving anxiety. The reason you've got your problem driving is unique to you. And when people say to me, I know what's causing the anxiety, I can guarantee you don't. Because as I've said in other videos, if you know what's causing it, you don't have the problem. But people say, oh no, because I know what it is. It's a contradiction to say, I've got a problem and I know what's causing it. Because if you know what's causing it, you wouldn't have it. So there is a link sometimes between the roller coaster and driving anxiety, but it is often just a very weak link. And I've said before about how many therapists go wrong because they jump to conclusions. They think, oh, you went on a roller coaster and the driving started the day after, so it must be to do with the roller coaster. That is a conclusion, and if you jump to conclusions, it very often will go wrong. This is why I say, don't go to somebody who has had the problem themselves, because you get people who mean well, they want to help people, but they go and say to their friends, I had this fear of driving and I went to see a therapist and it was because I went on a roller coaster. And they say, oh wow, that happened to me as well. It won't be the same thing. And what they do is they go and sometimes start a whole career in being a therapist and helping with anxiety just because they had it, and they apply what worked for them to everybody else. It will not work because your problem is unique to you. So if you developed a fear of driving after going on a roller coaster, then yes, it can be to do with that. But it probably isn't, because everyone I work with says this thing about roller coasters, and yet for anyone, it hardly ever ends up being the cause, because like I say, it isn't that simple. Check out these other videos on the screen now, and if you want to work with me one-to-one anywhere in the world online, visit my website, firstdrive.com. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you again soon for more videos.